This is Fast Fingers 3 and 2. Fast Fingers 1 was done in 1984. And I got into MIDI recording and I didn't do anything with this for about 27 years. And then I retired in 2011, and then I started to make Fast Fingers 2 and Fast Fingers. I had to relearn everything. I didn't even know how this program ran, let alone modify it, There's so much stuff being thrown in the garbage. Instead of gutting buildings and rebuilding, fixing them, they're just tearing them right down and rebuilding new. But same thing with the computers. They got piles and piles of these things. So if people take the time with the computer, they can get way more out of it instead of discarding the computer.
Plotter when I was a kid. I didn't even know what it was, but I wanted one. It's just really cool to watch it draw things that I program. I want to keep this going, so we have this piece of history, we have this piece of technology, and people remember where, know your roots.
Is this the right room for an argument?
I've told you once.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
No, you didn't. Yes, I did. You didn't. I did. You didn't. I'm telling you, I did.
The skit has two people arguing. In this case, I've got two speech synthesizers arguing. I put together a couple boards for these computers using two old school speech synthesizers.
One of the comments we get all the time from people is that, oh yeah, I used to look at the Heathkit catalog, but I couldn't afford it, right? But I got my first job, and I finally took the plunge and bought an H8 kit. And then I put it all in the closet, like everybody did. And then you get later in life, and you dig it out, and the internet's around, you start Googling, hey, they find these guys like me that have these old Heathkits.
We belong to this group called the Society of 8-Bit Heathkit Computerists.
I got involved in 2007, 2008.
We never met. The group is the Google group, so we came to VCF East. I hadn't put a face to the name, so that's really nice.
This thing, it's like a Model T. It breaks down on the road, you get out your toolkit and you fix it. Same thing is true of these computers. They're simple, easy to understand.
I was in a really serious motorcycle accident 12 years ago. Crushed my skull. It's been a long recovery, but part of that was getting into the retro computers. For me, it's therapy. It's entertainment, but it's also therapy.
I actually predate the Mac. It was the Apple IIe. And I remember the day we got it. It was April of '89. It was a real rainy, cold Sunday. And we bought this IIe. It had the green monitor 3, the disk 2 drives, and there was a game called Z-Bug on there. It took me years to hunt down a copy of this. 2 years later, my dad brings home his Mac Classic that he just got in the office, introduces me to the Mac platform, and the rest is kind of history with using the Mac itself. It's good to be kind of a more extroverted personality in this group. I feel like there's a lot of introverts in the community, which is not a bad thing at all. My wife's a big introvert, so me being Myers-Briggs, I'm an ESTP, so somebody's got to be the promoter here, somebody's got to be that marketer, that ambassador. I just saw a kid playing shufflepuck. He was probably 4 or 5 years old, and he was so into it, so enthusiastic. And I'm like, never lose your passion, kid.
Today I brought a small sample of Joseph Weisbecker's creations. The man here that I'm celebrating and honoring is an engineer and an inventor. He saw the potential of magic in electronics and computers because you can't see what's behind the silver screen over there. In as early as 1968, he was receiving Heathkit magazines and catalogs. In 68, he wants to build a computer, and he's looking through the catalog and he's hoping to see a computer project, but no, none to be seen. In the 50s and 60s, computers were only big rooms full of mysterious devices. He built his first system and he called it FRED, which stood for Friendly Recreational Educational Device. Friendly. That was his goal. He wanted to get this into people's hands. He knew that this was going to be in people's homes. Actually, I'm a little bit dismayed with general people because I deal with a lot of IT guys, and sometimes I tell them, "Oh, I'm going to the vintage computer show." They say, "So? They're old computers. What are they good for?" I've made many good friends, and I even I recently lost a good friend, Ed Keith, and it's sad. Slowly we're losing people, and you know what? That's okay. People who are interested were learning about it, and that's a good thing, and it won't be forgotten.
See you later.